All right, welcome to part 3 of chapter 1 of English Conversation 616 for humans who talk to humans. In part 3, we're going to look through the model dialogue that we read in class together. So I'm going to read this and then I'm going to show you how you can change some of the sentences, the language, to fit with what you want, or slightly different ways to use language. So we divide it into A and B. I'll try to use the same colours as we go through this. I'll probably forget. So, hey, I noticed you've got a Stranger Things sticker on your laptop. Are you a fan? Yeah, totally. I've watched every season. Can't wait for the next one. Same. I even rewatched the last season before new episodes drop. Me too. It's kind of a tradition now. Do you have any other favourite shows? I'm into The Mandalorian and Loki. I love all the Marvel stuff. Oh, for sure. The MCU always gives us something to talk about. So the purpose of this dialogue was to see how we can use some of the key vocabulary. They don't have to be exactly vocabulary from this chapter, but we've got a lot of things in here that I'm into to focus on. All right, this was a vocab as well. In green, I'll highlight the TV shows. Again, you don't need to know what these shows are to be able to understand the text. Right? So the MCU, that stands for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that includes all of the TV shows inside that particular storyline. They're all connected in some way. They live in the same rulebook or universe. Stranger Things has been one of the most popular TV shows of the last 10 years. And it recently, now it's 2026, so it recently came to an end. I didn't watch the final season because it got boring. So hey, what you want to do with this kind of word, when you have an exclamation mark, you really want to use that inflection to go up. Hey, hey. If you just talk flat, hey, it's boring. Also could be rude. Hey, hey. It gets your attention, and it's also used for things like question marks. So punctuation, inflection when your tone rises, can really draw attention to something. I noticed you've got a Stranger Things sticker. So a kind of cartoon sticker or something on somebody's laptop. Laptop is also called a notebook, right? You could also have a PC or a desktop. Maybe it's in the office. So if it was in an office, it might be a PC or a desktop that you decorate if you're allowed to. And so it doesn't matter, you can change the vocabulary. So the green word, Stranger Things, you can swap that out for any TV show that you want, or movie, or even a book. So for example, I noticed you've got a Sherlock Holmes sticker on your laptop. Or I noticed you've got a Pororo. I don't know many animations in Korea, but so I have to use the ones that my children watch. I noticed you've got a Pororo sticker on your laptop. Are you a fan? So you would say, oh no, my little boy put that on there for me. Are you a fan means, do you like it? It doesn't mean, are you watching it? It means, do you like it? Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. I've watched every season. I would emphasize this word, every. I've watched every season. I can't wait for the next one. This kind of expression, I've watched every season, that shows that you're a real fan, a true fan. Because a true fan, a dedicated fan, is going to know all the episodes or movies or songs from musicians and bands. That's what differentiates people as a kind of fan or a casual viewer, a casual watcher. Same. I even rewatched the last season before new episodes drop. Let's just say, for example, if Stranger Things was on season 5, before season 5 starts, before it drops, so it begins or released, you might go back and watch season 4. You might watch season 4 episodes, I don't know, 7 to 10 if there is. I didn't watch them, so I don't know how many there are in the season. But you might watch the final episodes from last season before you start the new season, before they drop. Me too. It's kind of a tradition now. Do you have any other favorite shows? American. Oh, you are. Sorry about that. Do you have any other favorite shows? Yeah, I'm into The Mandalorian and Loki. So The Mandalorian is part of the Star Wars universe. So that would be like the, for example, SWU, Star Wars universe, right? Loki is part of the MCU. Well, it's not cinematic in terms of it's not a movie. It's a TV show or drama on Disney+, but it connects to all the movies that are currently happening. So it's part of that universe. Oh, for sure, the MCU always gives us something to talk about. So we looked at the word tradition. A tradition is a repeated routine or a practice that could be something that you invent as part of your friend group or your family. And that becomes a tradition if you do it again and again and again. So if you're watching new episodes or new seasons, you might go back to restart, and then it becomes your tradition. It's what you do. It's your habit, right? It's your habit, or it's your routine. Okay? Right. There we go. I recommend that you practice reading this. I also recommend that you swap out some of the TV shows and see how that can change the way you read the sentences. I want to emphasize a grammatical point here we covered in class. So in these sentences here, you're missing the subject, right? Can't wait for the next one. If you want it to be like the book, grammatically perfect, I can't wait. I love all the Marvel stuff. But again, a dialogue practice isn't always perfectly grammatically correct. What you want is something natural and normal, that how people really talk. I don't like this way of talking. I don't like it when for me it's an incomplete sentence, as I talked in class. But this is the way many people talk. So it's good to practice and adjust, and you can choose how you wish to talk, because the language is important for how you want to use it. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next part.